Use the code DNVR365 when you sign up. Choose your offer, find out why, whatever the moment. Never ordinary at Bet365. We're also in the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Boys, it has not been a pretty ride thus far, but your Denver Nuggets have found a way to win two of the ugliest, grittiest, most disgusting, improbable games in this series and have a 2-1 lead. My God, this team rules. Harrison wins here.
I don't know how they just won that game, man. This was even more improbable than game one.
Was it? Was it?
Yeah, I mean, you got Jokic's worst game of his career in the playoffs. There are a lot of things that happened. None of that matters. What does matter is the Nuggets are up 2-1 against the number one seed in the West, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And, man, I can't wait to talk about it.
I don't know which one was less probable, to be honest with you. Superstar Dev's in the building.
Listen, some people, they're built for this.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think I am. I can't take too many more of those.
That was an all-timer.
That was exhausting.
That was, you know what, though? I love it, though. In a way, I love it because that was, the Nuggets have won first round by and large, and now they're 2 games in this one by pulling the other team down into the mud.
Yeah.
And it's like, these are not pretty. These are not the pretty Denver Nuggets. These are ugly, missing tooth, bruised eye.
Honestly, at this point, I love it.
I kind of love it, too.
I fucking love it. Write the report, Kale. I'm sorry. I love it. I love these games. I love these wins, man. It's incredible.
Just a tough championship performance. Let's get to our fast breakdown here. I'll try to make it quick. The game started not so great. 8-16 run for OKC. Nuggets were in that zone, and it was getting worked. It was not working out well. Then back-to-back, they call a timeout. They have to resettle because you could feel it felt exactly like game 2. So they get a timeout, and they get back-to-back threes, one from Mike, one from, I think, Jamal Murray. Jokic was bricking every jumper. That would continue all the way through, and he was taking a lot of them. They really packed the paint, and were forcing Denver to take threes and long twos today. Then Jokic picked up his second foul. It was a disaster class first quarter, 28-22 Thunder. But this is really where the game changed. The bench, Dev.
Yep.
The bench won their minutes to open the second quarter.
That was huge. Massive.
It was unbelievable.
Part of the game, man.
Russ was playing great, and then Michael Porter just hit a couple big-time shots. Like crazy threes that we loved when he takes them, and he was making them. 40-39 when Jokic checked back into the game, but then the Thunder went on another immediate run. The Jokic minutes were the tough part tonight, not the non-Jokic minutes. They were getting offensive rebounds and fast breaks, and Jokic's disaster class continued. And I have no idea how, but Denver was only down 56-51 at the half. It felt like they were down 20. Everything felt, the nervous energy at this bar was unbelievable.
It was insane.
Third quarter, unsuccessful challenge on Michael Porter Jr. Do you guys remember the play that he got called for on was it J-Dub or was it
I'm going to need
Ludor?
to talk to Secaucus about that.
That was such a painful
I'm going
one.
to need an explanation.
Jokic playing horrible again. That's 3 quarters in a row now. Nuggets take the lead somehow, but then Caruso hit back-to-back threes. That was a killer. Denver, honestly, there were 12 times in this game where Denver was 1 possession away from taking momentum. One.
So
and
many
something
times.
happened every single time. It was 83-80 Thunder going into the final frame. Jokic immediately ties the game, or Westbrook immediately ties the game with a 3. He was fantastic. Jokic back in with 8:31, down 3. OKC had an unsuccessful challenge. Dagnott Galaxy brained himself again tonight, man. The Wonder Boy, that challenge he had tonight was not that consequential. Weird. That was such a weird call by him. 4:26 to go. The game is tied 95-95. Jamal Murray tried to dunk on Chet, drew the foul. Murray was dog-tired tonight, and he went for some big-time plays. Jokic in the corner for 3, missed it. Would have been huge. This was not the last one. This was an earlier one. Remember on the baseline out of bounds, he called his own number? Tie game.
Jokic
took the 3. That one would have won the game, I feel like, in that moment, but he missed it. No one could score for like 5 possessions. SGA, I think, missed his last 7 shots. Jokic couldn't get anything to go. Jump ball, Nuggets win. Jamal hit a baseline J. Nuggets up 2. But then J-Dub got a 3. J-Dub was their guy tonight.
He was their guy.
It was not Shea. It was not Jokic. It was J-Dub and Michael Porter, and then Murray late. Murray had an air ball layup. J-Dub hit 2 free throws. Nuggets down 3. Then Jokic missed a layup. He thought he got fouled. No replay. Then they get another stop. They're down 3 with like 30 seconds, and Aaron Gordon, yes, Mr. Nugget, comes up clutch once again with Chet running out to contest. Not an easy shot, not a lot of time. He drains another big-time 3.
He's ice cold.
Ice cold. Nuggets get another stop. You get 2 seconds to inbound it. Jokic gets a fadeaway 3, his 11th of the night from the corner. Almost went in, actually. It was actually weirdly, that was his closest miss.
Back rim, good line.
Bounced like
I know it probably felt pretty good off the hand, too.
So 102, we go to overtime.
Thought he was maybe going to Kawhi bounce it in.
Jokic scores right away on a layup that kind of felt like it wasn't going to go in, even though it was a layup, which is shows you what kind of night he had. Michael Porter hit a 3 off of a great pass from Jamal Murray. Yeah. And then Jamal Murray, this was the play of the night that really sealed it, even though there's 3 minutes left. Steal on the drive, coast to coast, tough bucket through a defender.
He had Dort right there and SGA right behind him, and still finished it.
Got the steal and finished that one, Dev. It was
insane.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely insane.
Chet dunk, a minute 56. Nuggets up, I think, 5 at the time. Then Jokic hit a floater. It was like the first and only floater he had tonight.
It was almost weird to see it go in.
Nuggets got another stop, and then to seal it, Aaron Gordon with a baseline J. Broke their back, broke their will, and the Nuggets pulled out another insane win, 113-104. Let's go to Red Hawk Roofing. Big takeaways.
Some fast recap, man.
A lot of crazy plays in this one.
That's well
Superstar
done.
Dev, what do you got?
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway in this one was coming off of a game which they got the doors blown off of them. This would have been an easy spot for the Nuggets to roll over, but you talked about it in the recap of them pulling OKC into the mud with them. This Nuggets team, they've been here plenty times where they've had to give everything they had. They were dog tired the entire game, but this is about repetition. This is about going through it. This was a game that they gave up 104 points, and that's including overtime.
Wow.
The Nuggets defense stepped up in this one. SGA was limited. He had a horrible game, and it was because of how they defended him and just made things tough. So my Red Hawk big takeaway is defense still matters. You have the best offensive player in the world. He had an off night. The defense stepped up, won them the game. You'll take that one. Nuggets up 2-1.
Nuggets up 2-1, baby. And you're right, man. This was not pretty. The Nuggets, though, hold them to 104 with an overtime. They had 2 points in the overtime, by the way.
Wow.
They had
incredible
2 points.
And I mean,
11-2.
the Nuggets were so tired. So were the Thunder.
Yeah.
There haven't been many moments when I've seen Jamal Murray more tired than he looked in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Might show up in my Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway. So don't take it. What do you got, Wind?
I might take it, man.
It's worth it. It was great.
I mean, it's the MO of this team. Like, a lot of basketball is about X's and O's and adjustments and tactics and substitutions and rotations and permanent subs. But a lot of basketball is also about just who's tougher.
Yeah.
And the Nuggets are tough as shit, man. This is an all-time win, regardless of what happens the rest of this series. This was a game where Denver got what I think was probably the worst Nikola Jokic playoff game ever, and still found a way, and still stayed with it. Jamal Murray, so tired, played 48 minutes in this game.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray played 48 minutes. That was the most on the team. He found a way in the end. Michael Porter playing with one arm. He found a way. Tough as shit. Aaron Gordon, I mean, I don't even know what to say about him at this point. Tough as shit. Christian Braun had a bad game, was getting cooked on defense all night, came up with a couple huge stops down the stretch. Russell Westbrook played great in this one as well. The defining trait of this team is they're tough.
They're tough,
They're
man.
dogs, man. They're resilient. You can't kill them. And I love that that's their defining trait. I love that that's what this team will probably be known for. They have incredible talent in Nikola Jokic. He's an all-timer, but as a team, they're tough, they're resilient, and they don't go down easy.
They don't, man, and that's why it makes you feel like anything's possible, even though this game felt like a loss the entire way through. It just felt like nothing was easy. It felt like disaster was around the corner because they couldn't get over the hump. But, man, they are tough. They are championship tough. I said on Zach Lowe's show today, they remind me of the 2023 Miami Heat. That's who they remind me of. Because they feel more to me like a team that everyone's like, how are they keep beating us? Rather than a dominant force right now. The difference between Denver and the Miami Heat in 2023, though, in my opinion, is this team can hit a ceiling that they have not yet hit.
Yeah.
They're growing into that. And the fact that they also have this underlining toughness to them is so exciting. But I will single out one guy, and I'm going to say one Aaron Gordon.
Yep.
22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, plus 15, a game-high plus 15. But now this is 3 plays this year, Dev, 2 game winners, and 1 that was a game saver. If he misses that shot, they don't win. It's over. That's full stop. They're down 3 points, 30 seconds to go. You're going to have to play the foul game. They do not win. And he got it. Nails. That guy, we call him Mr. Nugget. We awarded him the Mr. Nugget Award. I honestly don't know if we can the tradition was there's always a Mr. Nugget, so you always have one. I honestly don't know that we can do that.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
We're going to have to do it. But also, what Mr. Nugget
retire it.
What Mr. Nugget exemplifies. Oh, he's going in the rafters. Yeah. It exemplifies a person that will do what
the jersey
no one
should
else
say Mr. Nugget on the back.
Will do.
Yeah.
He's diving for loose balls. He's defending onto SGA. Then he has to switch onto Jalen Williams. He has to hold his spot against Chad. He's doing it all. He's knocking down 3-pointers. He's hitting game winners. What isn't he doing right now? It used to be about sacrifice. Now the sacrifice is so there that you just know it's coming. You don't have to call it out. Because right now he's stepping up with 22 points. It's not only just hustle plays. He's scoring because they need him to score. He's knocking down multiple 3-pointers. He's spacing the floor. IQ, he just knows where to be. In help side defense, also how to space the floor offensively where he's getting open shots. It's not just the athleticism right now. And we're not talking about injuries. We're not talking about if he's banged up. He does not look as tired as everyone else because he's just like, it doesn't matter. I'm not coming out of this game. You know what I mean? So it's insane what he's doing right now. 46 minutes on the night.
Man, yeah.
He's insane.
46 minutes, man, with a game in 36 hours. Shea on the last play, so he hits that shot, and on the last play, Shea tried to draw a foul.
Of course.
What does Yoke say? The basketball gods are always watching you.
They're always
And what do they
watching.
say about AG? He sacrifices the most, man. I just feel like the basketball gods are shining on AG right now because he really has done everything the right way. He is Mr. Nugget. He epitomizes exactly the culture and personality that this team is trying to embody. He personifies it.
Yeah.
And I'm just so glad that he has not 1, not 2, but 3 shots in this playoffs you'll never forget.
And I feel like there's probably more to come. And I mean,
Job's not done.
Job is not close to done. You put it perfectly. His sacrifice is the number one thing you think about, and how he's bought into this system and playing with Yoke and dug in defensively and has totally changed the whole narrative of his career. It was hard. It was a hard thing for him to do, I'm sure, but it was really easy in the end. This is such a clear path for him, and he took it. I mean, so many other players should follow in his footsteps if they're playing next to all-time greats. Like, he has set the standard for how to be a star in your role next to an all-time great. And he is the soul of this team. He really is.
He went 4 of 6 from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
4 of 4 from the free throw line.
His shot right now, I mean, you got to give him so much credit, but you feel so confident in his shot.
There's not been a more perfect time.
I want him to shoot it every time.
A more perfect time for a shot to be on. 4 of 6 from deep, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. All clutch plays. They needed every single basket for him. And then also, he runs the baseline and does a turnaround to seal the game. That's working on your game.
The bounce he got on that too.
He didn't have that last
That
year.
might have been the basketball gods.
Just didn't. He's working on it, but the basketball gods are with him. You know what I mean? They're with him.
They are with him, man. AG is just so unbelievable. I love that man so much. Let's take a break. On the other side, there was one other guy that I think also embodies the spirit of this team, and that's Jamal Murray, because he was dog tired but he found a way to get the buckets he needed. We're talking about him on the other side.
Lucy nicotine is 100% pure nicotine, always tobacco-free. Lucy breakers are nicotine pouches with an extra surprise. Each pouch holds a capsule that can be broken up open to release extra flavor and hydration. Set yourself up with a subscription because why not? I mean, we have a subscription for everything in life. If you're a Lucy user, you got to set yourself up with a subscription. Have Lucy delivered straight to your door. Tons of different flavors, different strengths. You can use it whenever. Level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/DNVR. Use promo code DNVR to get 20% off your first order. Lucy also has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co. Use the code DNVR to get 20% off. Here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Also, First Bank. First Bank, they want to hook you up with $300, whether on the road or at home or somewhere in between. First Bank makes banking easy, convenient, and secure. Their mobile banking app allows you to check balances, pay friends, and manage your money anytime, anywhere. Here's the best part. Open a new First Bank checking account today. You could earn $300. You could earn $300 with First Bank. They're all about helping you stay on track. Their tools make it simple to stay in control of your finances without the hassle. No matter where life takes you, First Bank gives you the freedom to bank how and when it works best for you. If you're ready for the better banking and a chance to earn a little extra, head to efirstbank.com/bonus. That's efirstbank.com/bonus to open your account. Bank how you want, when you want with First Bank. Certain restrictions and requirements apply. Member FDIC.
All right, back here, segment 2. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss any of our episodes, man. This team is worth it. You don't want to miss any of the episodes, man. This team is so worth it with how fun they are. We got to move to Jamal Murray. This game was a battle of wills. Down the stretch, it was exhausting. The fact that it's every other night, they play in 36 hours is insane. But Jamal Murray had a rough night, and he was dog tired to start the fourth. I did not think he had anything left in him, but he got just enough plays at just the right moment. I mean, his gas tank was out, I think, before anyone, him and Jokic, but on empty. But the overtime in the final few minutes of this one, he found a way to will them over the finish line. 27 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals, 1 block. Filled up the entire stat sheet, and he too, plus 14, Dev.
I mean, when it comes to Jamal, this was a game of grit. Just real gritty. You needed that from your point guards. You needed a response. And this was not a response in the way of like trash talking or trying to rally the troops. Or he let his game do the talking. He's getting banged around the entire time that he's out there. They're pushing him. They're pressing high. They're trying to make him pick it up early and then trying to make him just make smart reads the entire time while being physical with them.
Yeah.
He's responding. He was getting downhill, finishing with both hands. He's knocking down the 3-ball. He's coming off of the DHO and trying to make, a sharp decision every single time. And that's with Lou Dort on him. That's with Caruso, 2 of the best defenders in the entire league, right there. Then and their front line behind that, like they have Chet, they have other people that makes it hard. He didn't care. Didn't see him. 27 points. He's just getting to his spots. 8 assists. So now he's getting other people involved. This was a game that he just continued to get better throughout the quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, while he's having this incredible offensive game, he had his best defensive game of the year. I'm sure it was. Just straight strips.
He did have some big-time plays.
4 steals. One-on-one defense, where he's not getting baited. Everyone else is getting baited for fouls. He's like onto the switch. They were trying to ISO him a lot. They were not able to do that. And I feel like they did that, with a lot of other people. But there's a reason that they only put up 104 points tonight. They were not able to tag him on defense and make him the example because he stepped up. This was a hell of a game for 27.
I mean, it was a vintage Jamal Murray performance in a lot of ways. Somehow he just found that extra gear late in the fourth in overtime. I mean, how he was able to finish some of those around the rim, man. With how tired
he had a lot of them.
And that was throughout the whole game. He had a couple nice finishes throughout. The English he puts on it.
Oh, my God, man.
I mean, those moments are like Jamal Murray at his best. Like he can do that at a level that very few guys in the league can. And he just found a way, man. He was tired. He was hurting. He was. I
can't believe they won.
I can't either, man. He was getting targeted on defense all night long, and still played 48 minutes, the most on the Nuggets, and
48
was there when it mattered most. He outlasted his matchup tonight.
He is going to be so exhausted in this next one. You know what's funny is I'm not even sure it was a great game from him. It was a great close. You know, he was a great closer tonight.
That's what it was, yeah.
It was so clutch because with like 5 minutes to go, he did have some nice finishes around the rim, to your point. And that is old Jamal, when he just feels like he has the spirit of the game flowing through him, so he kind of like finds these weird angles. But man, that is just being clutch. That's just being a winner, finding a way to win. Championships teams do that. They just find somehow, some way in you to win. And the pods, I mean, it is the weekend, but the pods, if there were pods tomorrow.
Pods don't record on the weekends, man.
And I'll be fair, I'm gonna take one too. I said coming into this, if the Nuggets could get to the second round and up 2-1, I would believe.
Yeah.
But this one's pushing it, man. This one's pushing it.
Nah,
do we need another win?
Yeah, I gotta go.
They went up 2-1.
They went up.
They went
exactly. They went up 2-1.
They did exactly.
Adam's gotta believe. Chat, tell Adam he's gotta believe.
I gotta believe. I set a hard line in the
don't
sand.
upset the basketball gods
Dude,
now.
this is exactly where they wanted to be, honestly.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
2-1 on that team. They're figuring things out while they're going.
Man.
They just overcame. That was not a pretty game whatsoever.
And
that was a win that they probably have never had before. You know what I mean? If you really think about it. Jokic has carried them thousands of times.
Man.
Thousands.
Man.
How many times have they had to carry him? And they were just calm about it. There was confidence, but it was like no panic. At no point did they panic. And he didn't get too high or too low. It was just like, okay, I'm missing my shots. I'm gonna still stick with it. I'm still gonna play, defensively. And I know we're not on the Jokic portion of it, but I feel like that's what makes them different than every other team in the league right now.
Yeah. Jamal was incredible. And then Michael Porter Jr., he's the last guy we have to get to here in this top of the show. 21 points from him, 8 rebounds, 5 of 6 from 3. He made some big-time buckets. And, we thought Russ was going to play a ton of minutes tonight. I thought Russ was very good in this game. He did a lot of stuff Denver needed. But it was Michael Porter shooting that flipped it. They were like, no, we got to stick with him. And it turned out to be the right call. 42 minutes for him. And those shots, man, they just were so huge. His three-point shooting is a game changer for the Nuggets. Nuggets had 16 threes tonight, 16 of 40.
Yeah. And Porter hit a couple early.
Really early. 5 total,
yep. And hit some really hard looks, man. I mean, like, he hit a couple threes with Thunder players draped all over him with one arm, battling for, 46 minutes tonight. I don't know how he did it either. Like, I really don't, man. There was even one play where he fell right on his shoulder. I think it was Pooh Dort who pushed him over. Porter fell right on his shoulder. Looked like he hurt it even more.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. Stayed in. Tough as shit again. And, I mean, you just got to be proud of him. Like, you got to give him so much credit for playing through this injury. And, yeah, there have been times in these playoffs where he's been terrible. And, like, he still is very rough defensively. Like, it was another bad defensive game for him. But he's one of the Nuggets' real guys at this point. You need him out there. You need him just for his shooting alone. And him making threes tonight was maybe the difference. It was something that kept Denver in this game throughout.
I didn't think he looked injured tonight as much as he had in previous games, Dev.
Yeah, something looked different.
He got the shot.
Maybe
even in his shot, like he was going through his regular motions. I feel like there were other games where he was having to contort his body to be able to get it to the rim. This one, he was setting his feet and he was making his shots. He was able to lift his arms, and we saw that with rebounds. He had 8 rebounds, got to be one of his highs this year. In this series or in this playoffs. He had 21 points. He's knocking down the 3-ball, and him getting going early, I think that threw a wrench into the Thunder's defense because they want to stack the paint. He provides spacing for them, and when he started making shots, it's like, okay, how do we defend that? Where it allowed Jokic to be on the perimeter and shooting the ball because there is so much spacing. You're not able to dare them in the same ways when he's knocking down the 3-point shot. But Michael Porter Jr., like, he really is resilient. He's he is the most resilient Nugget. Like, if you just think about all the things that he's been through, he was also just buried 48 hours ago.
Yeah.
No one wanted him to touch a court. You know what I mean? And he's going to respond. He's going to step up. And he was really like the one that gave them the jolt of energy that they needed in this game. So kudos to Michael Porter Jr. I feel like he was the player of the game in this one.
I mean, he probably was, honestly, until the close of it. But he was just so big time for them tonight, and it's so great for him to get a moment.
Yeah, it's so funny, man. Porter's demeanor in a game, he doesn't smile, like doesn't get upset. He's just like has the same expression the entire game.
Sometimes he looks more confused than others.
Yeah, he does look confused.
Sometimes, sometimes he does that one.
I'll give you that.
That's tough.
Yeah, sometimes he gets a little curious.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that insane effort for Mike to get that jump ball late where he had like that he missed that rebound and then like just fought on the floor for like 30 seconds?
I mean, we kill him all the time for not getting on the floor, not getting 50-50 balls. He got that one enough to force a jump ball, and that was a massive, massive play.
Dude, he also dove for it,
Yeah.
grabbed it, then tried to get it. Then he could have got it ripped out of his shoulder. And like another person would have said, hey, my shoulder's already injured. I'm not putting myself in that spot where I could even injure it anymore. But he doesn't care. He's like, this is what the team needs right now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And that's who Michael Porter Jr. has been.
I thought CB had a rough night defensively tonight for most of the game. But you know what? He came up clutch and had some big time. Shea, I think he was 0 of 7. His last 7 shots he missed.
Dude,
Shea,
man.
He is saved by Jokic having a slightly worse game than he did. So like attention will be on Jokic, but he was almost the exact same stat line.
I don't know.
He was 7 of 22 with 13 rebounds, 7 assists. Like he also was horrible in this one.
Dude, CB was so rough defensively for most of this game that I was like, how is Russell Westbrook not in? You know, in the fourth quarter, even in like parts, I was like, Westbrook played great tonight. How is he not in? But David Adelman had faith, and Christian Braun came up with some massive, massive defensive stops down the stretch, and it proved to be the right call. And
We were questioning it. We thought Russ should close.
I mean, Russ played great tonight. I thought maybe he should be in there, but Christian came up big, and SGA at the end of this game, I'm sure we'll talk about it later, but settle. He was settling.
Well, it's because the times he wasn't settling, he was trying to get fouls. I have you should never go for a foul in the final possession of a game. That was absurd to me. That he didn't try to get a shot off. He tried to do this and throw it up. You have a 2-second differential.
Yeah. I mean, that's who he is. And also that has been the difference for OKC in these games is he's so used to getting those calls, those plays that's all he relies on. And I mean,
His brain is just so effed up. It's programmed to be like, oh, I got a foul, but I got to get a foul. Game on the line.
He needed it. But also, like, I feel like watching it live, I did feel like Christian Braun had a bad game. But then you look at the numbers after. Guys were not scoring in as easy as my mind like told me that they were. And maybe that's what Adelman saw in it. He's like, yeah, he's not, knocking down shots now, but he's shooting the shots when he gets it. Without second guessing it. Knocked down some big threes in this game to keep them in it. He's making SGA work for everything that he has, and also he's helped side a lot. I feel like Christian Braun was like in a lot of plays. There were some plays that he let SGA get to his spots, but you're not going to ever just completely stop a superstar. But I feel like when you think about the second half of the game, and Adelman, like, give him kudos for sticking with him, but Christian Braun stepped up to close this game defensively, where he gave up nothing. He played it, straight up. He didn't get his hands caught in a cookie jar. The moment was not too big for him defensively, and that's what you ask for Christian Braun in this game. So rough start to the game, incredible finish.
And then the last guy here. Well, actually, we have a few more guys, but hey, you know what? We'll take our break here. We'll finish up. We'll talk about Jokic's awful night. We'll get to Russell Westbrook and Peyton Watson, both of whom I think deserve, conversation on the other side.
Shout out to Breckenridge Distillery. Breckenridge Bourbon Whiskey, the official bourbon and vodka of the Denver Broncos. You can check out their Broncos bourbon blends on the shelves. Breckenridge Distillery is also the world's highest distillery, Founded in 2008, they are most widely known for their blended bourbon whiskey, a high rye mash American-style whiskey. Breckenridge Bourbon, one of the most highly awarded craft bourbons in the U.S. I can back that up, too. It's really good stuff. Breckenridge Distillery, more than just award-winning spirits, though. They offer an immersive guest experience if you go up there. You can eat at their award-winning restaurant. They got awesome cocktails, awesome drinks, great food as well. You can do a whole tour of their production facility, too. Learn about their highly awarded spirits, have an in-depth tasting as well. If you're new to the distillery, guests have the opportunity to blend their own whiskey. So you can have the whole experience up at Breck Distillery. Use code DNVR at checkout for free shipping on all orders from Breck Distillery over $99. BreckenridgeDistillery.com. Use the code DNVR at checkout for free shipping on all orders over $99. Also, if you need any flooring, check out Empire Today. They are your go-to for all floors, home business, repairs. If you're just putting in new floors, Empire Today, flooring experts, dedicated flooring professionals who focus on flooring every single day. We've all been to those big box stores. You do not want to go there. Go to Empire Today. They'll give you the customer service. They'll give you the attention that you absolutely need. Empire Today is your best bet for a new floor. They live and breathe flooring. They'll be with you every step of the way. It's a whole different ballgame with them. Schedule a free in-home estimate today because some things are just better at home. DNVR listeners can get a $350 discount when using the promo code DNVR. A $350 discount with the code DNVR. Restrictions apply. Visit EmpireToday.com/DNVR for full details.
We are back here, segment 3. We'll get Brennan Vogt live from Ball Arena shortly. He is getting the inside scoop. In fact, he'll be back here anytime. What do we got super chat wise, Kale? Quite a few.
No other players you want to hit?
No, I do. I'm just calibrating.
We got 45. Right?
Yeah, all right, there you go. 45. Get him in now while you can. Let's go to Jokic's night. So he shows up dressed as the Joker.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Purple suit, green vest.
I forgot about
full-on
that.
Joker. And he comes out, and look at this. I mean, this is the problem with Yoke. 20, 16, and 6. That's a great stat line for most people. Even for him, it can be a good one. 8 of 25 from the field. 0 of 10 from 3. 8 turnovers. It was a rough one. Dev, that's why this game felt as the way it did is Yoke was so flustered tonight by everything Oklahoma City was throwing at him. Turnovers, but then he couldn't get the shots to fall. He missed a layup tonight.
He missed
a right-handed layup.
He missed everything. He really was frustrated. I could not believe that they were able to pull this game out with that performance from their best player, because you just don't see that. There were so many, I've never seen that before, type of plays from Jokic in this one. Him shooting that many three-pointers when he clearly did not have it for the night. He went 0 for 10 from threes. I haven't seen that. Oh. He's missing, his floaters. He's, not making like the reads that he typically makes, but like it was just a lot of misses. I do like the fact that he was aggressive and trying to get, as many shots as he could. He had 25 field goal attempts, but the fact that he was not scoring and continued to just shoot, that is just not the way. So like I really am, I'm shocked about the fact that they were able to carry him for a night. And I mean, the good thing was he did not get a tech when you could have been frustrated.
That's true.
You were not just fouling hard because he really did feel like he was fouled on a lot of those plays, but it didn't. I think that's the difference in the game and why they probably won. He did not get into it with the refs this time.
That's a good point.
Like, it wasn't in his head.
He kind of did.
But not in the same ways that he was like before.
Yeah, I thought he was really bad in game 2.
Yeah, he was just
I
not
thought he
into
went
it.
at the refs a lot tonight. I thought it was another reason he kind of was thrown off his game.
Could be.
Go on.
Let me hear it.
Yeah. Well, I just think he went at the refs. That's all I was saying. The whistle was a big talking point again tonight. I felt like he was frustrated.
This is a very physical series. I mean, that's part of it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing, man. This was a weird performance. Yoke was short on all of his jumpers early on, and then he was left, right, long. Then he was missing everything every direction. To me, he looks exhausted physically and mentally. And your point about, not fighting with the refs at least tonight, I didn't think so, but maybe on rewatch I'll feel that way. But it still just looks like mental exhaustion to him. One, I give this Thunder team a lot of credit, man. I mean, I think they're phenomenal. Yeah. They throw a lot of different things at you. They make you work. They have really good big men. He is constantly giving a different look, and he's having to solve it in real time. But he also looked worn down tonight. Like, he takes 10 threes in part because they're packing the paint, in part because I think it's easier than driving in and trying to score over guys.
He was terrible. I mean, couldn't get anything to fall. He was aggressive coming out the gate and just missed a ton of jumpers. They were open. They were good shots, just missed them all. And these games from Yoke, when they happen, are so weird and so few and far between. Your mind just immediately goes like, what's going on in his personal life? Like, what is happening to make him have this game?
Yeah.
Because these just don't happen.
Yeah.
But he should burn the suit, though.
He should burn the suit.
Did
he go to Hollywood?
He should go Denzel Washington, American Gangster style, and just shove that first suit in the fireplace.
Do you think he might have gone a little too Hollywood, though, dressing up as the Joker?
I mean, we got to find out like why he did it.
I just feel like whenever he does the cosplay, there's like a commercial or something that comes out, or
like we're about to find out that he's actually. Is there a new Joker movie?
I mean, it just one came out last year. But I'm just saying, like, there usually is something else that goes along with it.
Did his kid just, like, watch Batman or something?
I
think he did Despicable Me for his kid.
I mean,
does that... Okay.
No, I'm not going back and forth with you on it, Harrison. I just feel like as bad reffed as that game was, that was horrendous play calling. I don't feel like he made it a point to just... show that it was that bad.
Yeah,
I think that's where my mind. I do think that he was frustrated. Of course, you're frustrated.
Yeah,
everybody was getting fouled. This is a very physical series, and there's a lot of calls that they're missing on both teams. So I think that there is frustration, but I do think that he let his game do the talking a bit more. He was more frustrated with himself than he was with the refs. And also, I think that his team rallied behind that of like, okay, we're not getting calls. We're just going to have to play through it. We're going to play a little bit harder. We're not going to just stop on plays or give up on defense like they had been. So I think that that's where the difference is.
For sure.
Is he going to have a bounce back game in game 4?
What?
Probably. Because here's what I'm going to say. 36 hours, he looks fried, but at the same time, he also looks like a man that has to bounce back.
I know. I mean... I'm not a betting man. If I was, I'd say he bounces back. He does the stuff we least expect him to in the biggest moments throughout his career. So I would bet on a bounce back, yeah. The rest of the team might be fried. He might be fried. I bet he plays well.
I took a crazy bet today, Jokic 3 threes, because I'm like, he's going to take 10 of them. I was right.
He should have.
I was right, but I was wrong, Dev.
It was a good bet in theory.
I just know for a fact he is so frustrated with himself that he's like, he's
probably going to have a great game in game 4.
I think he's going to have an incredible game. Like, winning that game with him playing bad, that has to put a bad taste in his mouth. I know that
he showed up in the suit again.
I know he's excited about the win because he really does want to win. That comes first. But also, like, I know that he feels down on himself because he knows that he could be better. I expect SGA to play a lot better. But you're at home. You want to put on a show. You want your team to get that edge. And I feel like Jokic is such a competitor that I'm willing to bet he has a monster game.
I mean, I'm so curious because this was an empty the clip, empty the tank kind of game from both teams, and I'm so curious to see how anybody performs on Sunday. I want to talk about Russell Westbrook. You want to talk about a guy who I think will have a good game on Sunday?
Yeah.
Because I think Russ has been great in the series so far, and I thought he was very good tonight, but he only played 22 minutes, and it was not anything to do with what he did. It was just that Michael Porter was making shots. They rolled with him, but 22 minutes for him tonight, Dev.
Yeah, I feel like you ride the hot man in this game. And also, like, I want to give a shout out to the bench. Russell Westbrook to start this game.
That was the biggest stretch of the game.
Oh my God, they were like really this could have got ugly. This could have went the exact same way that it went last time, where they could have got blown out had he and Peyton Watson not got into the game and just inserted energy the entire time. He was trying to rally everybody and get the crowd into it. He had some defensive plays. He's scoring. I really do think that was the stretch that turned this game around, because they were down like 6-7, and it kept, it was pretty even.
Yeah.
They put them in there, and it was like, no, the bench is going to get us back into it. So I think that it was the perfect time for him to come in. I do think that he should have played more in this game because of how he was playing. There was a small stretch that I feel like the Thunder started playing into, we're just going to let him shoot the 3 ball, and if he doesn't knock it down, then he doesn't knock it down. So I think that Adelman played it right in this one of like, okay, he doesn't have the 3-point shot tonight, so like let's go with the hot man because Michael Porter Jr. does have it tonight. Christian Braun is starting to like show like life here, so I think that Russell Westbrook was key in this game.
One of the big plays of the night, unheralded, pick and roll with him and Yoke late in the game.
That was a big bucket.
And part of me when I saw that goes, is that there? Is that something Denver can lean into?
You had a look in your eye when that happened.
I was like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Maybe do that a little more.
I saw the wheels turning. No, it was a massive play. And 2 other huge plays, I remember them very clearly. The 2 steals he had.
Yeah.
Where he just
came
out of nowhere
to
pick the Thunder's pocket, and it resulted in 2 easy buckets for the Nuggets. I mean, he has been so good in these playoffs. Had a great case tonight to play more. But I'll go back to that stretch Dev was talking about. Beginning of the second quarter. No Jokic on the floor. Nuggets are down. What's going to happen? Are they going to be able to hang on to the rope here? And Westbrook led that group, and they played incredible basketball in those non-Jokic minutes to start the second quarter. It was so good, you're like, can Jokic maybe have a couple more minutes of rest? He got a great rest there in that first half, and it was because of Westbrook in that bench.
And Peyton Watson was great tonight, too. 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. He's been a nails 3-point shooter this playoff somehow. 7 points. He only had 7 points, but 2 of them, those huge 3-pointers. Then he had a free throw as well, 5 rebounds, and he did have 2 big blocks as well.
He's definitely got a place in this series, that's for sure. They need his length. They need his shot blocking. Peyton Watson, well, part of what's so frustrating is he makes the insanely difficult play, but then doesn't make the easy play.
Yeah.
He'll miss the and one, and then miss the free throw also, and you come away with 0 points on that possession. And then he'll hit like a tough corner 3. He'll make some ridiculous block, but he's definitely got a place in this series. He's firmly in the rotation, I feel like, and he's another guy like Westbrook that's giving the Nuggets exactly what they need off the bench. I mean, he has given them exactly what they're asking for.
I just love the fact that there's like a West Coast connection with them out there. Like he
cool.
has a running mate with him on that bench unit that they love each other. Like they've rocked with each other before they got here, and you could just tell that they like playing with each other. Peyton Watson, he's been making some huge plays in this series where it's just knocking down the 3. I really do think it's the 3 ball that has been opening up the floor and allowing Westbrook to operate. Westbrook had no turnovers in this one because he kind of went straight to Peyton Watson when he had to, or he'll go to Jokic and making the right plays. But Peyton Watson also, he's doing it on both ends of the floor where you have Christian Braun, who's a good defender, but he's pretty physical with you. Peyton Watson is moving his feet, not as physical, but you just don't know where he's at all times because he's so long. You think you've beaten him to his spot. He goes and gets a block. He like stonewalled somebody on the block where the momentum could have went the other way, but he goes and gets that block.
Chet went up for a dunk and he blocked him right at the rim.
Blocked him right at the rim.
It was a huge play.
That's a versatile defender. Yeah. He got to play 16 minutes in this one, which means that somebody got to rest for 16 minutes. He was a +7. So things went well when he was out there, but by that time. So, yeah, he's a part of this rotation, and it's just great to have him out there right now because I trust in the offense and the defense for at least 15 minutes, which they're fine with. So perfect situation for him right now.
They even dusted off Zeke Naji tonight, guys, for
liked
3
it.
minutes. He wasn't -7 in 3 minutes with 0 everything.
I hate it.
But no, I'm with you. It's like I'll have to go back and watch the tape.
I'm just glad they went away from DeAndre Jordan because they cannot put him out there anymore.
But you do just have to find, I think, as this series goes on, you're going to have to find like 5 minutes for one of these extra guys.
Yeah.
Might as well be Zeke, I guess.
Yeah. And also they went to the zone when he was in. So they were trying to like be able to get out to the 3 ball to like slow that down because he can move and stuff like that. Also, him not playing well in the second half, they had an option to go back to it. They said no. They said we're going to go Aaron Gordon at this time, and he's going to be the 5. but also I think that he just bought enough time to like figure it out just to see. And also when DeAndre Jordan's out there, they just automatically like switch to like, you could foul him. We're going to go at him. He's going to foul you the entire time. With Zeke Naji, he's just like a question mark. It's like, okay, what is it there? It didn't work tonight, but I think that was the better option.
Yeah. All right, let's take our final break. On the other side, we'll start getting into some super chats, and we'll get Brennan Vogt live from the arena shortly.
Shout out to our friends over at UC Health. UC Health is DNVR Nuggets is brought to you by UC Health, the official healthcare partner of the Denver Nuggets. Go to uchealth.org for more info. UC Health, live extraordinary. And also got to talk about our friends over at Volo Sports. Volo is Denver's most popular provider of adult social sports leagues, pickup games, and events. Sports offered include soccer, volleyball, pickleball, kickball, basketball, cornhole, and many more. Playing with Volo is a great way to meet new people, make friends, be social, stay or get more active in a fun way. Mix up your after-work routine. They got leagues all over the city: Lodo, Rhino, Highland, City Park, Cherry Creek, South Broadway, and more. Players can sign up right now as a free agent, small group, or full team. All ability levels and backgrounds are welcome to join. Use code DNVR10 for $10 off any Volo Denver league. They got leagues right over there at City Park. There? Yeah.
Yeah, over here.
Oh, that.
Oh, man, come on, man.
I always lose my sense of direction at this bar. See you later, Dev. And you play kickball there. You come over to the bar, play flip cup, play beer pong. Sounds like a great time. I always hear those guys. Sign up right now. Use code DNVR10 for $10 off any Volo Denver league.
All right, we are back here. Final segment of the DNVR Nuggets podcast. And we swap out Superstar Dev, who's already left the building.
He's gone.
With my guy, Bogdan Popa from Romania. This is how many times have you come to Denver to watch the Nuggets now? Is this your fifth?
No, actually, I think it's my sixth or seventh.
Sixth time?
Yeah, sixth at least.
You've made some pilgrimages out here, and you were there tonight, your first game of the series.
Good game to go to.
Very good game to go to. And you're a bit of a good luck charm at the moment.
I think I'm overall about 15-2 here.
That's
okay. So you
three,
can't leave.
Yeah. Last time I was here was during the championship run, 2-0 against Phoenix.
Nice.
Now 1-0.
Games 1 and 2, right?
Games 1 and 2, yeah.
All right.
And now it's 1-0.
1-0 with another one coming on Sunday. So tell me real quick about this game and being at the arena. Here at the bar, it was not as loud as you might think because the energy was too nervous the whole night. There wasn't enough big releases.
Yeah, it wasn't a big run by the Nuggets, but the people around me were saying that this was one of the loudest days that they can remember.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was loud, huh?
Yeah, this was said by the people around me, so I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But it felt loud, especially during the closing stages of the game.
Yeah.
When I would say last 2 or 3 minutes, everybody was standing up. They were waving the towels, and it was like the ending was crazy. And the overtime, everybody, I don't think people stood in the overtime.
They stood the whole time, you're saying?
Yeah, they stood
the whole
time.
arena.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
Did you think the Thunder choked this game? Because it seemed like to me, and it also seemed like it happened a little in game one, they got tight down the stretch. Like, yes, the Nuggets absolutely won this game. They made more plays down the stretch for sure. But it kind of seemed to me like the Thunder, for the second time already this series, got really tight, a little hesitant, and kind of like got a little scared down the stretch.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't know if you've talked about this previously on the show, but the Thunder this year have 21 clutch games.
Yeah,
they have not
many.
been in a lot of
It's not
close
many.
games. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so they aren't used to the pressure, while the Nuggets have played
Every
basically.
game. They played 82 clutch
the
games
Nuggets
this
are
year.
more used to
Half
the
the
pressure
games.
than anybody's ever been
Yeah.
in NBA history.
Yeah, I mean, it does, and there's a big part of that, but Aaron Gordon, man, making that shot tonight, that to me was the defining moment, just because that was the hang on. They weren't leading, or it was hang on, and that was the ultimate hang on shot.
It was the arena popped when he hit the three. But most of us knew just before he released it that it was gonna go in.
Really?
So, yeah. We started to cheer before the shot actually went in.
Yeah.
That's how I feel with
Yeah.
AG threes right now. I mean, I have so much confidence in him taking that shot.
You know, on the Thunder side of this, real quickly, J-Dub was phenomenal tonight. 32 points, 11 of 21.
He was their guy.
Looked very in control, and Shea was kind of terrible. He missed a lot of shots. Some of them good defense. A lot of them not so much. And that's kind of the story tonight. Like, you look around, Chet, I thought was very good, especially early on. He had himself a nice game. Lou Dort, 1 of 6, 0 of 4.
Here's something.
Hartenstein made it 4 of those little dove shots, but he started airballing them late.
I was just gonna say that.
Oh,
It was really interesting what happened. Hartenstein on the court for overtime. They started overtime without Chet out there, and they had Caruso out there.
Yep.
Man, Dagnut really is
I'm
Galaxy
telling
brain.
you, man, he might have. You said it earlier. He might have Galaxy brained himself out of it again. But funny enough, the ball ends up in Hartenstein's hands for a couple of those floaters in overtime. And what does he do? He airballs one and then almost airballs a second.
Do you think those kind of shots, maybe because he's been making those?
Oh, yeah.
Because they haven't come in the clutch. They've been coming in early parts of the game or whatever.
No stress shots.
If you miss a couple in the clutch, I just wonder if first quarter
If you're
next
thinking
game
about that,
he
yeah.
releases the dove and it's a duck.
The dove flies away. It doesn't go in the basket.
No, the dove just
Yeah.
dies.
That dove dies.
It's a dead dove.
He held it too tight in his hand.
It's done. It's killed.
Do you think? I mean, he's been making that shot all series long, but
I think
missed
he
some.
might start to miss a couple.
I'm saying, but he missed like 4 high-profile ones in this one.
He started, I think, 4 of 4 or
Yeah.
4 of 5.
He's
and
5 of 14. So
And he was like, all the shots were pure
Yeah.
at the start, and then he missed everything.
yeah. So I
also,
don't know.
Dort too, man.
Yeah.
Dort had some bad misses tonight.
Man, how
on
did he
open threes?
How did he catch fire in game 1 when you see that shot? It goes so high.
It goes way out the screen.
It goes off the screen, and then when he misses it, you're like, that was 7 feet too far.
He had some awful misses tonight.
That was
I'm
really
telling you,
weird.
some of these Thunder role players. I mean, Jalen Williams played a great game,
But he's like,
he's an all-star. He's
Yeah,
an all-star.
yeah, yeah.
All-star.
Some of these other Thunder role players really have tightened up in some big moments.
yeah, that was it. They got good games from Chet, good games from J-Dub, but terrible game from Shea, and that was the difference. All right, we got a bunch to mow through here on the Super Chat side. Oh, actually, we first have our UC Health Live Extraordinary Player of the Game. I don't know who it is. I'm guessing AG. I think that'd be my vote.
I'd probably say AG. We don't
But
know.
maybe Jamal.
Jamal?
Porter.
Yeah, Mike. Hey, man.
Yeah,
Mike.
Mike.
He was big early, man. He was phenomenal. Man, it's rare I'm that surprised by the UCF Live Extraordinary.
I mean-
what was the vote, Kale?
Mike kind of ran away with it.
Wow.
Wow. He was phenomenal, though.
Brendan
5
Vogt
of 6.
spamming the chat.
It's Brendan Vogt's
Spamming
birthday.
the vote.
Or it was. It's over. Oh, is that him?
I wouldn't think so. He hasn't called into the show yet.
All right, let's start going through these Super Chats, shall we?
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Man,
starting-
I know Mark Jones. This is why you don't listen to listen to the watch along, not the thing, because you know Mark Jones was sick to his stomach tonight.
Oh, he was so pissed, man.
My guy, don't talk bad about him.
We love Mark Jones. He's our guy.
That's my guy.
Michael Porter Truther,
just
good place.
hates Jokic.
Good place to start tonight. MPJ is the best shooting forward in the NBA. MPJ is the best rebounding forward
Oh,
in the
let's
NBA.
go. Just turn it all the way
MPJ
up.
is the mentally toughest player in the NBA. Retire one.
Well, not now. Don't retire. Keep going for a little bit here.
Kyle Heckman, guys, we all know we need to give thanks for this win to Shaq. If he didn't challenge Murray, I don't think we win.
It's actually, I do credit him. Yeah.
Jonathan Roberts, is it just me or do the refs actively fear the last 2-minute report? Those 7 minutes were the only fairly rough minutes of the game. This is a great conspiracy, Jonathan
love
Roberts.
this.
I am absolutely on board. I'm going to push that.
Lock in, guys. It's the last 2 minutes.
It's the only time we can be publicly shamed. Ryan B, are we going to talk about them calling AG Mr. Nugget on
Did
the
they?
broadcast? Apparently, our guy, Mark Jones, did.
That's why I don't talk bad about my guy, Mark Jones, man.
He's our guy. I'm
He
trying to
is
say
my
that.
guy. He just doesn't like Jokic, I don't think.
Also, hi, Dev.
All right. Let's go voting time, everybody. I thought there was going to be a switcheroo or something. That's what I want. Let's go, baby. Let's go. There he is, the birthday boy himself from Ball Arena.
Presented by our friends at Bet365.
Hey, Michael Porter delivered for you, brother.
You know what? They all delivered for each other. We're so used to Jokic having everyone's back, carrying this team on his. They had his tonight. Second time that's happened in the postseason, and was ready to bemoan, lament grow concerned over what Jokic didn't do tonight. And like Game 7 against the Clippers, we don't have to do any of that because his teammates got it done. And guys, I talked to you about a team that I think really prefers rock fights, a team that likes to beat you in the mud. The Nuggets get another rock fight win here in Game 3, and they're up 2-1 in the Western Conference semis.
2-1, baby. They actually have it, the lead. Take us behind, man. I want to hear about it.
Let's do it. Yeah, David Adelman. I'll right off the bat, or I'm going to say that he defended Jokic, who didn't even, I think, really needed it tonight. He did it anyway. He said, hey, how about Nikola's off night? 20, 16, and 6? Sure. Just an awful NBA night. Then he said, he was obviously being sarcastic, and he says, look, Jokic should take those threes. He shot 45% in the regular season. If we had lost and I came in here, you guys would have asked me, why was he shooting threes? I would have told you, I think he should. Jokic is going to keep shooting those threes. Adelman already talked to us last series about the way it changes the geometry of the floor when he hits it, how it allows him to start operating from the middle of the court. And we know, guys, that when Jokic is in the middle of the court, he's the king of the court. He couldn't get it done tonight, but that's what he was trying to do. He says, look, the bottom line is that guy, he should keep shooting the ball. You know what? Strong agree. Can't really argue with it. Adelman on the Nuggets defending SGA. He said, I thought it was our best game of the 3 of taking the impact of his forearm. He creates a lot of space that
I love Adelman.
I thought CB at one point in the game did a great job of really learning how to take it the right way. And he said, look, we did a much better job of it than Game 2. We also heard, remember because at the end of Game 2, Porter was hit a couple threes. It didn't look good. David Adelman kind of unconvincingly told us, you never know, like it could help you find a rhythm. You know, he actually said that about Christian Braun after Game 6 in round 1. And then Christian Braun came out and hit some big threes in Game 7. David Adelman might be prescient, guys, because he ended up being right. Porter did find a rhythm at the end of that bloodbath in the last game. And lo and behold, he was in one pretty much all night. 21 points, 8 rebounds for Michael Porter Jr. We did hear from Michael Porter Jr., told us it's a lidocaine injection that he is either choosing to receive or not receive. He said, I try to space it out and not do the injection every day, but right now it's needed. So Porter did receive the injection today. He was asked again about the severity of his injury, and he said, they said it would be 4 to 6 weeks. I'm not doing that.
Man.
Michael Porter Jr. on Aaron Gordon, he said, man, AG, he must have the angels with him. I'm so proud of him. I'm so happy for him. And then Porter sort of waxed poetic about how tough this team can be when it matters most, and their resiliency and their clutch wins and all this stuff. And, you know, he talked about Aaron Gordon, of course. He said, look, we've got a lot of guys who are very poised on this team, top to bottom. I think we've just got a mentally tough team. And then when we get to crunch time, I think we have the best closers in the league in Jamal and Jokic. He listed everyone's kind of traits in crunch time, and he said, look, even me, I want to shoot that ball. I'm willing to take those shots. We don't see it a ton. Porter took some big ones tonight, including the one to rise over 2 defenders and really help the Nuggets kind of take the lead. Really good in the non-Jokic minutes. This is I'd say it's his gutsiest performance, but man, he was gutsy in round 1 too, wasn't he? Jamal Murray on Aaron Gordon being clutch. He said it's just being ready for the moment. You put a lot of work all your life in to shine in certain moments. You just don't know when they are going to come. But AG was always ready for this. He spent his whole life preparing for this, manifesting for this. AG is always ready for the moment. We tried to talk to Jamal about his strong performance tonight. Wanted nothing to do with it. Kept deflecting, going to his teammates. You know, one of the questions was about Jamal being clutch. He said, we could just talk about AG tonight. I asked him about his great defense in the fourth quarter and overtime. He said it was a team effort. It was almost the mood that Murray can be in sometimes when he doesn't think he played well. That doesn't quite check out, though, because I thought he was real good. I think ultimately Murray is in – look, he's not trying to recreate any memes like Jalen Williams, but I will tell you it's kind of job not finish mode from Jamal Murray. He has told us all playoffs, you guys react after each one. We just have to get ready and do it all over again. He knows how it is, but Jamal Murray is welcoming that. On Michael Porter Jr., Jamal said, people just don't understand or know how much he plays through or how much he's already played through throughout his whole career. It's a testament to his resilience, his love for the game, and his will to win as well. In the last couple of quotes tonight, guys, I'll go to Peyton Watson in the locker room and tell you that I thought that those were the most impressive and important minutes of Peyton Watson's young career tonight. He was spectacular. And on his big block on Chet Holmgren, he said, I consider myself one of the elite rim protectors in this league. I know I don't look the part. I know I'm not 7 feet like Chet or Wemby, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give it my all. And maybe my favorite quote of the night, Peyton Watson was asked by Katie Winge, Peyton, what are you thinking when Aaron Gordon's wide open and the ball finds him in those moments? As the conversation continues online at DNVR.com, check us out on the internet. Little bite drop. He says, when Aaron Gordon's open and he catches the ball, Peyton Watson thinks, thank God. I love that. And finally, he said, it could not have happened to a better guy. So, yeah, I think I thought we were going to get Aaron Gordon the podium tonight. We didn't. Maybe we'll hear from him tomorrow. I'll just say, and I don't want to turn, anything Gordon's gone through into content. It's our job to kind of cover this team and what they go through. And we know that Gordon switched up his jersey number. He's played this whole jersey number this year in his brother's jersey number, the late Drew Gordon, rest in peace. And the reality is, in 50, Aaron Gordon had already covered himself in glory as a Denver Nugget. When he switched the numbers up, there was no guarantee he would get to do that again. Guys, we're 10 games in, and Aaron Gordon has had more magical moments in this new jersey than some people have throughout their entire career. So I hope he's feeling it. He deserves to. I'll tell you, the Denver Nuggets are feeling it, and shit, fellas, so am I. 2-1 lead in the Western Conference semis. Let's wait till these guys are done before we shovel dirt on them. They are not a team that dies easy.
Well, damn, Vogt. Now I'm feeling it, man. Go. You got me fired up. I'm feeling it, bro. Let's go. What a night at Ball Arena. What a report from you, Vogt. Great stuff.
My pleasure, guys. What a treat. More to come.
All righty. Good stuff. Happy birthday, man. Let's get through these super chats.
Brandon Whalen. Sorry. There we go. Moik, what? Moik. Oh, got it. Good super chat. I don't have the energy right now. Leonard P. Jokic is always there for us, and on the one night he wasn't, the rest of the team was. How beautiful is that?
It is beautiful. There is something beautiful about that. Beautiful.
Michael Myers, if you told me Jokic was 0 for 84 or whatever from 3, I'd assume the Nuggets lost by 40. Great team win by everyone. Nice to see CB rally too. David Rodish, Dev. A lot of love for Dev. Garrett Holson, I want y'all to put the word out that we back up.
All right, we'll back up.
Jimmer, shout out Jimmer. Big Namek, not dominant, but 2 to go until permanent dom. I know you're on it, man. Peter Duck, I am proud of MPJ. He has been an absolute warrior. Said GA, OKC tried to turn Jokic into a scorer to win. Jokic is just meant to go 0-10 from 3 and win the game. Let's go Nuggets in 6. Love from Nazareth.
Nazareth, that's our guy.
Christian Barber, we just got a letter. Wonder what it was. Just took another dub from Dagnalt, a.k.a. Steve from Blues Clues. Dub. That dog AG. Doberman, MPJ, all the Nuggets are good.
All the Nuggets are good. I didn't understand it, but I don't think it matters.
All the Nuggets except Jokic are good.
All right.
Joker's wild. Joker's whistle is criminal. Everyone's talking about how bad he was, but he is mauled every time. It's so wrong. It really is. Danny Granger, Pooh Dort, Colfax mode LFG. Andrew Sullivan, Viking funeral for the Jokic's Joker suit.
Yeah.
Elliot Baker, Michael Tuffer Jr. Big Honey,
Just
Nugs will take this series if we keep the games close. We were built for the clutch. The heart and will to make plays on both ends of the floor is inspiring to watch. Truly, and all the Nuggets are a good game. Love y'all.
So true, man.
Nash Sweden, Wild Win. Hope Joker steps up and MPJ stays hot.
I mean, I would like that as well.
GGX Gang, the only Joker-esque thing Joker did tonight was take all my betting money I placed on him and light it on fire. We need a Jokic masterclass.
All right, negative. What the heck, man? The boy's dad. By the way, you were on TV a lot tonight, I feel.
A lot of boy's dad on TV. A guy in the SGA jersey held 2 doors open for me as I left the arena. I thanked him, then said he still had to take that L with him. LFG. Imagine the boy's dad saying that to you. Yeah.
The guy's holding his.
You just got to go home and cry.
I will say
after
this,
that.
man. A shout out to Oklahoma City. I went to a game there one time. It was Heat versus Thunder. I was road tripping across the country. They really were the nicest people ever.
Really?
It was almost weird how nice everyone was.
Almost too nice.
Oh, shout them out.
Mike Kale 76.
I like nice
Nuggets
people.
new playoff strat. Survive till overtime.
Just survive, baby.
Jeff.
Just get it to the final minute.
Didn't think it was possible to win a bad Jokic game. Loved hearing Adam on the Zach Lowe show. Can we get a collab with Big Waz?
We got to get him back on, man.
do,
Talk
man.
about a believer.
I know Big Waz is in the chat
He
right
was
now.
texting tonight too, man. Yeah, we'll get him, man. He's got to come back out here for the finals.
He does. Ricardo Dominguez, shout out. The Beehive, shout out. Nick Trumbo, the Thunder are front runners, but when Denver takes punch after punch and finally punches back, they look shook. Yoke no hops, SGA flops, we, the Lakers, pops, Nuggets in 5. Great super chat. Francisco, remember the movie Me, Myself, and Irene? Well, Nugs are like that poor old cow that never dies. I haven't seen that in a
Oh, I think so. Yeah, like he hits it with a car, right? And it keeps living, and then he tries to shoot it or something, and it just keeps living.
Probably.
I think so. I think I
don't think
remember
I've
that, but I
seen
don't know if I
myself
do.
in it.
I think I do, though.
MPJ respect, AG clutch, Jamal Murray huge, DA sneaky good, can't join watch along. You bring me down, guys. Please be positive.
We do.
I mean, sorry, man. We're just reacting to what happens.
Did you see the start of the show?
Dusty old Cowtown. This team has so much heart, man. MPJ one shoulder. Michael Porter Truther again. I will take MPJ with 0 limbs over Zach Levine. Talk your talk,
I actually
man.
love when Michael
Talk your
Porter
talk, dude.
Truther gets to hop in the chat
Yeah.
and fire away. I love it.
I absolutely love it.
When you have your agenda like hit, you're just like, you know what? Let's go.
Remo Voza just walked out of a Jack White concert. Needed to say all the Nuggets are good.
All the Nuggets are good.
Jack White, former Nugget? Big Honey.
Is that what
Love
it
seeing
was?
the core 4 score 20 plus each.
Hell yeah.
Love it too. Tom Stewart, Nuggets with a 50-32 record was a sign the Mr. Nugget was going to ball out these playoffs. That's crazy.
That's really creative.
That is
That's
crazy.
really creative.
Damn.
I'm into it. I'm into numerology now.
That is crazy. Shout out to MPJ too. Let's defend home court the next day. Only 10 to go. All the Nuggets are good. I am shook right now.
Only 10 to go.
I don't know if
That's
I can
a lot.
continue.
Oh, and we don't have our graphic because Eric's on vacation. Damn.
E-Park Fishing, get the net, boys. The elusive Thunder Trout is for dinner tonight. Cheers, and what a great game. Thank you for being one of the good pods.
One of the pods.
We're not one of the pods.
Oh, man.
Nick Bevilacqua, fate of the universe on the line. Who you want taking that shot? I want Aaron Gordon. AG turning into Big Shot Bob in front of our eyes.
I
I've
love
heard
it.
a couple people
Yeah.
make that comparison.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon. Aaron, fitting. Going into overtime, Hartenstein missing, Thunder struggling to shoot. Looked like they were tired.
Oh,
think
man.
both
I
teams
hope
are
they're
tired.
not sick of the altitude.
Kevin Keller, almost all the Nuggets are good. Christoph, on the side note, have you seen white smoke in the Vatican? Those popes need some Red Hawk roofing. What a game. Thank you for this effort. Good. Got a Vatican joke in there. The Fox
Are
Prince.
we undefeated under Pope Leo?
American Pope, man.
Might be, man.
I went to the hot springs today and decided to stay and watch the game locally. Now driving home from Glenwood, but I'm caffeinated by that win.
Ah, man. be
Uncle Rico's
caffeinated.
revenge. I think altitude was the sixth man tonight.
Might have been.
Brooke West, trade MPJ's left arm for 2 first rounds.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it.
Apparently not.
What could we get
You only
for
need
it?
one arm to play basketball.
Oh.
Dusty old Cowtown. Russ coaching for a sec shows how much they care. I did notice that. Russ was really engaged on the bench.
Team came together, man.
Maximo, good win. That was championship grit. Well done. Dreamweaver. P-Watt has been impressive. This was the ultimate others game exactly when we needed them. Also, good to be reminded when motivated. The 2-man game is still the best in the world. We are built for this. Jack May was at the draft party with y'all when we got Murray.
Wow, way back.
In high school, my wallpaper was a picture of Moutier that said the future is now. That's how long I've been here. If the game is within 10, we win every time. What a win.
That's what they do, man. The Nuggets just know how to win.
They do, man. Peter Duck, all Nuggets are good, but can I just say it is BS that Nuggets don't get 2 days off on any of its games so far this series. We really need another day of
It's
rest.
true. It is BS. They had to-
Maximo, I owe MPJ an apology. Still think he's overpaid. But
That man has had his heart questioned by many, me included, after tonight.
Never again. I'll bet we see him again questioning it. I'll bet we see him.
Here he is again. Also, I know the refs sucks, but Joker was playing way too passive in the first half. He needs to get out of his own head and keep being aggressive. I mean,
I'm telling you, man,
they're shooting a lot.
They have two bigs. They have incredible perimeter defense, and they're a very smart team. Like, this is a challenge for Yoke.
Yeah.
But you know what? Yoke does get better as series go on in terms of figuring teams out. So we'll see.
Uncle Rico's revenge. OKC had the refs on their side, but we had the basketball gods on ours.
And there you go.
Man.
Take it. It's a good trade.
Yeah, for sure. Tom was here. At this point, I would let AG perform brain surgery on me if it was the fourth quarter.
If it's the fourth quarter, you should do it.
Toko get it. SGA, Play-Doh, Clay, Holy Conclave.
Nuggets and
Another Pope joke. Nuggets and 6. I can't read that. Call this the All the Nuggets are good game. Can't spell all the Nuggets without AG. Mike wrestling with two guys for the loose ball with one arm and winning the jump balls when I knew the dub was on the way.
Hell yeah.
5-5-5-5-5-ish. I was at Magic. So I only caught the second half. I can't believe I missed the real Zeke minutes in the first half. Best 7 real guys in the NBA, baby. Generally nice people. Rather than towels, they should hand out nitroglycerin. Yeah. Why win early when you can give everyone a heart attack and still pull it off? LFG. Maximo, looks like my Wolves and your Nugs are going to have to get through the muddy waters of muck the way OKC and the Dubs play. I say bring it. FBCA said many times, was a coach problem. Nugs in 6, baby. Upper Deck Aaron, Elich is good, but the Nuggets are the most thrilling and fun roller coaster in town. Can't imagine riding without this DNVR community. Thanks, fellas. 16 and 12.
16 and 12. I'm rooting for it, baby. Let's go.
Let's do
With
it.
a minus point differential.
Minus 200.
Yeah, negative point differential, yeah. Simon Madelman.
Okay.
East West Coast. I'll say that being at the game, Yoke wasn't nearly as bad as y'all thinking he was. I thought OKC sold out. The threes were bad, but he was 3 for 11 away from having a solid game.
I mean, but that's the thing is they needed those threes, but
Christian,
they didn't need them.
There's a mystique with this team. I'm feeling it. Respect to Jalen Williams for shaking up Gordon. He wants to play with the real MVP. Alejandro, my wild 3-point prediction fell short tonight, but I don't think I was that crazy given that Jokic went 0-10. Big MPJ game, all-time bar night.
This is he predicted tonight. I was asking people for the hot takes. I'm walking around making the rounds, and he said the Nuggets are going to set a record for made threes tonight, from franchise record. And they had 16.
Tried.
And Yoke was 0-10, so like they were 8 away. I think
they could have had 26,
so 9 away from winning it, but whatever. So you weren't that close.
Ethan, thank you, Ethan. 303 card. Does MPJ have more dog per 36 than the whole Oklahoma City Thunder roster? Many are wondering. Nuggets in 6 with a minus 57-point differential.
It was a dog tonight, man.
Flacco Watts, I'm joining you 55 minutes behind. Just a reminder, all Nuggets are dogs. Another win, the Mile High City jerseys.
Another
LFG.
one.
Sunday home Blues, then Mile High City in OKC. If we can't get it done by then, 52-80s in Denver, Game 6, Nuggets in 6. It's destiny.
It's destiny, man. I love the jersey update. I love it. So it's good next one. The dark blues, you know.
It's just we want to avoid the whites.
Okay.
That's what we want to avoid.
Okay.
On the road, I think. Maddox, when we get out of this series, we can beat anyone. Mr. Exquisite Nugget, how that feel? SGA win? Come on, smile. Nugs in 5. I've been talking for like 6 hours straight.
We're reading a lot of super chats.
Kyle M. Hey, Wint.
Hey,
what's up,
that's
Kyle?
a good one to get. That's
Kyle,
a good one
my
to get.
guy. Thank you.
Good job, Kyle.
GGX gang, F the rest. I want back-to-back, so we end this fast.
You're basically getting it, honestly. 1:30 on Mother's Day,
pretty much a
afternoon
back-to-back
game.
man.
Oh my gosh, hit that outro music. What a win, man. All-timer from the Denver Nuggets. An absolute all-time effort, gritty.
Man, dude.
This team is fun, man. 2-1. They are 3/8 the way there.
Still a long way to go.
Still a long way to go. Halfway through this series. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Hope you enjoyed the show as much as you enjoyed the game. Hit that like button on the way out.